Did you know that Florida rapper Kodak Black was recently arrested? A new status hearing in his felony trafficking and possession case has been scheduled for April 28th. According to a lawyer present in the courtroom, chatter inside the courtroom between prosecutors and law officials suggests that Kodak isn't being given another chance. It's time for him to face sentencing. But the big question remains, for how long?
Hey, look, come here. I'm not gonna arrest you. All right? This is just for come on, officially. All right. You know your license is good, but I'm not too worried about that. That's a figure out.
Kodak has been out on bail for the past few months for this charge. However, his behavior has been terrible. For example, just 2 weeks ago, a live stream surfaced showing Kodak strung out, jumping on his counters, and barely even speaking English. But did you know Kodak was arrested for this exact charge 2 years ago on February 28th, 2023? At that time, it was announced that Kodak Black admitted to being on drink, but denied being under the influence of any other substances after pleading not guilty to possession and firearm charges.
I was on the, I was asleep in front of my family house, bro. That's it. I was on that drink, sleep in front of my family house. But that ain't illegal. That ain't illegal. So all that's just the process. The process that it had to be any other mug shot. The process that even though like bogus is plastic all over the internet. And on top of that, it's like, bro, like, I'm Haitian. I mean, and then it's just like my era, bro, like, no, you better off.
Shortly after that Instagram Live, the feds raided Kodak's Florida home and arrested the rapper. While in custody, Kodak hired lawyer Brian Cohen, who was able to secure a deal that sent Kodak to rehab instead of serving 2 years in jail.
Kodak, whose real name is Bill Capri, faced a Judge Tuesday in Orange after turning himself in following an arrest warrant issued for violation of his pretrial release. Authorities said he tested positive during a random test earlier this month.
Unjust and not right about the situation.
Black, addressing the judge after the pretrial release technician testified he may have mixed up the samples between Black and another patient.
There's no way you tested positive. We can resolve that by way of a hair sample.
Judge Barbara Duffy then asking for a hair sample today to clear up the alleged mix-up, with Black refused, rather choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release.
However, Kodak Black has committed the same crime again, and prosecutors are now expected to use his recent behavior to push for a higher prison sentence. Kodak has been struggling heavily, and things got so bad that he even went on Instagram Live and said he's just waiting to pass away.
Again, while we waiting, other people too, right? Other people, they don't know how to let time do its thing. Everybody let time do it. Bro, time is the best. What you call it? Whether it's heal or whatever, it's gonna let time do it. You gotta be patient. Love is patient. Love is kind. And it makes absolutely zero sense, no sense at all, to try to approach the situation with any type of aggression. The whole world, everybody on the men. Everybody, are we waiting? Are we waiting on?
What's really upsetting is that Kodak Black was actually reading from a viral tweet that said, "Every time I see Kodak Black, I get so sad. That man has like 4 baby mamas, and none of you greedy women care about him for real because why? Aren't y'all helping? Probably just sitting around waiting for him to pass away." But that was only the beginning. More tweets started pouring in, with one reading, "Every day I see a new video of Kodak strung out, not even acting like a human. Is someone going to help him?" Another fan mentioned, "Anyone else afraid that if Kodak doesn't get help, we're going to lose him? Things are bad." Fans' worries grew even more after a clip of Kodak eating chicken in the middle of the road went viral.
Take a seat next to him. Enjoy that fun. Take a seat next to him, brother.
This prompted Kanye to speak out, urging other rappers to step in and help him.
Okay, so I thought Kodak was in Miami. I see he's in Atlanta. So I'm gonna fly down to Atlanta right now and do something. So anybody that's already down in Atlanta that knows him, knows him enough. I know I said rappers and all that, but right now I need y'all, man, to like really go and do something. Like you can't. I know y'all think I'm crashing out. Y'all, you see me talking, I'm expressing myself. And look, man, please don't. I know I said a lot, and just let me go down there and go help this man out.
But what happened later that night confirmed that Kodak needs serious help. Kodak was pacing around his room, talking about how he's Drake's favorite rapper, which could be true. However, it only highlighted that he's not surrounding himself with the right people. Instead of helping him, they'd rather record a clip in an attempt to go viral.
Who? You Drake favorite rapper?
No, so that they always, you know what I mean? You ain't hanging around, so like, oh no, it's good.
However, there is an explanation for how he even got to this point, and it's important to hear. Kodak used to be in rehab after facing a trafficking and possession charge. He went on to restore his life and develop better habits for himself. He started writing music again, working out daily, and overall becoming a better person. He dropped his hit song, Walk, in his return to music, which gained 33 million views online. Unfortunately, the success got to his head, and he returned to using. He even appeared on a Kai live stream where he was visibly sweating, swatting at things that weren't there, and shouting random things.
Everybody at times will feel good. That's what we say sometimes. Yeah. I thought your name was Bubba. Hey, oh.
But the morning after the live stream, Kodak hopped on Instagram to try and explain the situation.
So y'all people that who be on, y'all be on type, y'all be on TikTok like it's stupid. But I tell you, one, and y'all be so hurt. Y'all don't like it. Yeah. Everybody else who be coming right when they tell me, they ain't got no motion. They broke, they hurt, they simple, or they trying to come into life some kind of way. And trying to they look any type of look. Yeah, I could come in that way. Oh, I think you need help. Oh, look, well,
Many fans were disappointed that he broke his sobriety and made himself look terrible on the live stream. But we saw Bonk reach out to help Kodak.
Well, right now, man, we worried about you. You don't look too healthy. In front of outside looking in, it's obvious that you're. And I don't believe for 1 second you just doing it for your own enjoyment. Nah. You trying to find something to fill up that void that's within your chest. See, I know where you at right now. So by the grace of God, I'm clean. Them strongholds have been pulled down. Them chains are broken. So I'm qualified to talk about this. You got to make a decision, bro. You got too many people looking up to you. And from one father to another, you got to set the right example for your son. This coming from somebody who genuinely cares. So if you come across this video, you want to sit at the table, break bread, and holler at me.
Although many were concerned, Kodak continued using. Another clip surfaced where he was heard saying, "I'm not sober. Do I look sober?"
Yeah, I love when Kodak's sober. I ain't sober. I look sober. No, it's sober. For what? For what? Look at all this money. Look at all this cash. Sober for what? We are sober. Yeah.
He even showed up at a Ravens football game where he was clearly tweaking. One reporter shared that NFL fans were concerned about Kodak Black's health as he appeared off while showing love to the Ravens.
Hey, Kodak, what you got to say about the Ravens? Hey, what about that boy LJ, man? What you got to tell us about that boy LJ, man?
This was the final straw for many in the rap industry, watching Kodak spiral down a terrible path. It became clear he needed help. We saw Wallow and Gil offer life advice to Kodak, saying, "Don't ever doubt yourself. Your babies are counting on you."
Don't ever doubt yourself. You having babies counting on you. There's going to be times where you're going to doubt yourself. You're going to be in pain. But the babies counting on you. You got to be here. And I'm telling you that because a lot of people get around you and they see your success and they say, "Oh man, a lot of people need you." And they yes man. I ain't here to yes man. You know me. Every time we connect, you know I got love for you. Not because I need you. I got love for you because you're a young cat. I was young. Gil was young. Live. I'm telling you that because you see that love that lady did. You see how you light up when I'm talking about your babies. Live. These people want to laugh. They want to joke. They want to criticize. They don't know your pain. I don't know your pain. But I know one thing. The babies count on you.
People have been trying to reason with Kodak about his recent struggles, reminding him that his life is much bigger than just him. According to Google, he has 5 kids and is the primary breadwinner for his household, so he can't afford to mess around and neglect his responsibilities. However, somehow the very next day, he was invited to the White House, where he started rambling in front of everyone.
So like, imagine a world if all of us was just one color. If all of us was just blue or green. Or if everybody was smart, not have no good. Or what if everybody was rich? Who's gonna take the trash out?
With the incident going viral online, Kodak responded and apologized for his recent actions.
I'm honestly like I'm sorry to everybody. I'm sorry to the people who I heard it. I'm sorry if you don't understand me. I'm sorry if you just don't like me. Yeah. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to everybody that I've wronged. I'm sorry to all the times I made my mom cry. I'm sorry to all the girls whose heart I broke. I'm sorry to my enemy. Understand? For kind of disrespecting her and stuff like that. She accepted my apology.
Unfortunately, since the apology, Kodak responded to Kanye by saying, "Kanye's a real one. You know why he's a real one? Kanye's the only guy who still likes Diddy. I'm pretty sure the feds are going to seize all that boy's accounts. Kanye just did some real stuff."
Sleep when people wrote me out like, yeah. Kanye a real one. You know why you a real one? Cause like I'm from Hawaii. Kinda like Kanye the only self did it because he knows he a lot of the other stuff like tweet that
But the worst part is that the evidence of him tweaking could be used against him in his new case, potentially leading to him being put behind bars once again.